You know those people who are bragging all about their 80-hour work weeks like it's some kind of badge of honor? Well, here's the actual truth. Working anything more than 50 hours a week has seriously diminishing returns. A Stanford study proved it, and I'm putting the link below for all you fact checkers out there. Because here's what the research actually shows. Your productivity spikes in the first 40 hours or so. And then in the next 10 hours, you get a little bit slower. And then after about 55 hours, productivity just totally tanks. The mistakes pile up, the quality drops, and then you have to do a whole bunch of rework to fix the stuff you messed up because you were working too many hours. So those extra 10 to 20 hours you might be logging thinking that you're getting a lot more done and getting caught up, they don't do what you think they do. They don't add any value, but what they do is add resentment. Your resentment towards your company, towards your life, towards your lot in life. And what's worse is that despite the fact that this research exists, there are companies out there is a trend right now to push the 996 schedule. Now, what is the 996 schedule if you've been privileged enough not to hear about it? It is a schedule that has people working from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week, right? That's like pretty much all of your waking time, and you get Sundays off. This type of schedule is going to backfire. This schedule, it does the opposite of what employers think it's going to do. In fact, it pushes you right into that zone at about 72 hours a week, right? Where any of those hours over 50 are going to be full of errors. You're going to be slower. You're not actually doing any more work because this study, the Stanford study shows that in fact, the people who are working 70 hours a week are not any more productive than the people who are working 50 hours a week. So these folks, these companies with their 70, 80-hour work hours, they're just kidding themselves. A 70-hour work week does not produce more work than a 50-hour work week. In fact, it produces about the same amount of work, but with a lot more errors. Now, if you want to be more productive, right, don't extend your workday, don't extend your work week. What you want to do is focus on rest and recovery. You want to protect your energy. You want to sleep. You want to make time for the stuff that's important to you outside of work. And if you're working 50 hours or less, you have a whole lot more of that time than you would if you're working 70, 80, even 100 hours a week. I'm Alexis Hasselberger. I am a time management, productivity, and stress reduction coach. And if you too want to do really well at work, but you want to do it in less than 40 hours a week, right? And you want to have a lot of time for stuff outside of work, then give me a follow and I will show you the way.